So today we will meditate together a little bit. And I noticed now, going through the cemetery, a lot of people there. It's like festival. People come, like offer something for departed and take care about graves and all these things. So just kind of beautiful quality when people follow the tradition, whatever like my parents did or my grandparents did. Even young people do it still. So it's beautiful. We have a similar principle like monks who of long standing, who like gone forth long ago, like old elder bhikkhu, young bhikkhu venerate them and listen to them, like pay attention to what they say. And also in Dhamma we have a principle like whatever we have as a Dhamma, as a law, as a practice, as a in a way tradition, we like even the Buddha pay respect only to the Dhamma. We know like Buddha in one time he reflect. It's not good not to pay respect at all, like for any human being. But I realized one, like no one higher than me, to whom I can pay respect. And then he reflect, I can pay respect to Dhamma because the Dhamma is the highest. So now, like today, we would try to go through some like traditional in a way approach. When I say traditional, I mean we can see it in the sutta. To me, this is a kind of tradition because, I mean, different interpretation of this word sometimes. So, in suttas we have 7 awakening factors, enlightenment factors. Yeah. So we go through all of them. I mean, of course, a little bit briefly, but to get some sense of all of them. So just briefly, let us remind each other. What are they? Do you know what the first awakening factors? Mindfulness, sati, yeah. So, what is mindfulness? We all know, like, be mindful, what is present, and also remember that you should be mindful. So, second one. Okay, effort is the third one, good. But the second one? No, also concentration is also a factor, but later. So it's investigation of phenomena, Dhammavichaya they call it. So you investigate whatever you see, like let it be mindful mind. Yeah, you're mindful, you investigate the mind, and you see like is it impermanent, is it non-self, can I cling to it, or it's suffering and so on. And you investigate the conditionality, like why it's calm, what's the reason, and like what it can influence if I will be always mindful, where it can lead. So all this kind of investigation of the phenomena. You may investigate Dhamma, so like it's very broad sense of things. But long story short, you investigate. The second one, as has been mentioned, is effort. So you do investigation continuously. It's effort, as we all know, not about make it very strong, but make it continuously, as continuous as possible. Like ideally throughout all the day, you just do it. Or throughout all the meditation session, you sit 1 hour, you do it. And next one, not yet been mentioned. So they call it passaddhi, calmness, tranquility. And it's called bodily tranquility and mental tranquility. So your body unagitated, body completely relaxed, and mental domain also. There's no any worries, there's no any disturbance, and you kind of calm and peaceful. And next one is samadhi, what has been mentioned, like stability of mind. Your mind is present, your mind is concentrated, your mind is settled in one place, composed. So it's like almost like relaxation in the mind, but more like present here. Like I investigate the body, I'm in the body. I'm not wandering elsewhere. Or I investigate like even seven enlightenment factors. This is my area of investigation, and I don't move anywhere else. Even some wholesome Dhamma, but I try to stay with my initial determination. So I want to investigate this, I try to do this. So it's kind of composure. And the last one, its result, very good. It's equanimity, equipoise. Yeah, your mind is non-reactive. So we need to be careful. English word is, indifference is different. When you, for example, walk on the street and see someone get hurt, or even lie down in the bush, some problem there, and you kind of, it's not my business, I don't care. So it's not that kind of indifference Buddha discouraged us develop, but indifference, not indifference, but equanimity, more like you look at the wholesome mental state, because if you look at the mental state was unwholesome, you may do something, you may do some effort, you may do some to clean it, to purify yourself. But when you see, when your mind is purified and clean, sometimes we tend to be identified with that, and like I attain this, I get this, I experience this joy or whatever. But equanimity is kind of look at this, and yeah, it's beautiful, but don't react on this. The sutta say he looked on that concentrated mind with equanimity, so he not reactive. He relaxed. He totally at ease, like at equal. It's very high state, but it's very beautiful in a way. So, and in the end, also to say that like development of all of these enlightenment factors is good, but if you don't develop it with the attitude of for the purpose of liberation, if you have the goal, be free, be like completely let go, it doesn't lead you to nibbana, to liberation. Otherwise, you can develop joy for the purpose. Oh yeah, I forgot about joy. This is also one enlightenment factor. After the effort, joy. So it's like very important when you joyful from present moment. In present moment you like investigate something and there's a joy or even small rapture, small mental like pleasure, I would say. So yeah. And if you develop all these enlightenment factors for the purpose of grasping, like I want to be joyful, yeah, I want to be concentrated, I want to have, equanimity very difficult to grasp because this is the equal state. But even then it can be. But if you develop them for the purpose of the goal, like you develop them, you know that development and balancing all of them would lead you to nibbana, would lead you to freedom from suffering, freedom from any difficulties, misery, or like anything. So this is the goal, and this would lead you to this. Is the sutta say it would culminate in vijjavimutti. It's liberation by wisdom. So as you say, wisdom, it's a result of the cultivation of these things. So it's a job for a whole life, or maybe many lives. It's a big job. But today we try, based on maybe mindfulness of breathing, develop, at least be aware how these enlightenment factors can be noticed in your mind. Okay, so let us find comfortable posture. And try to make your body straight. And also relaxed. Let go of any tension in the body and mind, worries about past or future, any mental agitation. Try to settle it. And instead just give the mind opportunity to settle it in the present moment. What's happening now? And don't try to make a plan, how long we will meditate and so on. Just this present moment is exist. Right now it's important. And what's happening now? And maybe a breath come to your attention and become maybe interesting for you. To be aware of the breath, to watch the breath. It may be sensations of the breath, or maybe just idea, or concept, or understanding. I am breathing in, or I am breathing out. We're not enforcing to change our breath, just to watch how it's happening. And if you like, you can a bit broaden your attention to the whole body. However, whole body is possible to be aware of. Maybe bodily posture, maybe sensations in the body, or just kind of body in the whole, how we perceive the body in the whole. Or you may spread awareness from sensation from the breath, like watching the nostril area, the chest area, and wherever you feel the breath. And then try to expand your attention through all of the body. Or maybe just stay with the breath if it's more comfortable for you. The purpose of this exercise to develop mindfulness as awakening factor. And the tool is not really so important, because the quality of the mindfulness in the mind would be the same if you're aware of the body, if you're aware of the breath, if you're aware of your feelings or anything else. Just the body or the breath, so easy to recognize. It's always with us. It can be our anchor, something what happening at the background of our attention, whatever we do. And while watching the breath or the body, you may see whatever happening in the mind. Is some mindfulness there? Are you aware? It's a special tone of the mind when some mindfulness is there. If it's not so strong or you cannot notice it, just continue your awareness of the breath, of the body, with keeping an eye on the mind. Is the mindfulness is growing? And this kind of investigation attitude, when you watch or you keep an eye on your mind, just what's the mental state and how it comes. Like this reflection that when you're aware of the breath or aware of your body, it may change the quality of your mind. your mind may become more mindful. And if you see some change in the mind, you may reflect on this. That was it always there? Or it's stable and permanent state, and it's always like this? Or it's changing. Now it's like this. A few minutes ago it was different, and later it would be also different. There's nothing here to hold on as me or my, or maybe something. Try to watch it and investigate. And you may see this process of investigation even on more thinking level, or sometime on more deep level, just experiencing impermanence, just experiencing that nothing to hold to. This process may lead to even more mindfulness. Your mindfulness may establish and become more stronger. And it's also good to reflect on this conditionality. When you do things, when you apply some effort, when you do things continuously, it increases the quality of your mind. We also may reflect why actually we would like to be effortful, why we would like to continuously develop our mind, continuously try to make our mind clean, pure, better. The Buddha says that even for our own benefit, to become a little bit free from suffering, for a moment, for at least experience this purity of the mind, and in the long term develop good quality. This is beneficial for us. Or also we may think about others, about our family members, friends. If we want to be a better supporter for them, better friend, better father, mother, or better child, we want to be more mindful, more attentive, more careful for their need, or in general. If person more joyful, more happy, he can be more helpful for other people. So for benefit of others, we can be more effortful. And of course, of benefit of both, for my benefit and for benefit of others. The Buddha say it's enough to get inspiration, to arouse effort, to be effortful, not to be lazy. Also Buddha says that lazy person more often dwell in misery, in suffering. But person who develop effort, he live in happiness, at ease. We may reflect on this. Maybe use investigation. Investigate this. How? When I sometime not so effortful, sometime lazy, how it affect my well-being? Am I more happy? Or no, or it's opposite. And other way around. If I'm more effortful, if I'm more determined, whatever I do, how it affect my well-being again? Am I more happy or no? So we develop our mindfulness based on breath, based on body. We develop our investigation. We inquire what's happening in this mental state and why it's happening like this. And we try to do it continuously, try to do it effortfully. And doing this, sooner or later, some joy may arise. Even the subtle mental pleasure, just being in present moment, just investigate the state, just maybe reflect on some wholesome Dhamma. Some joy, some pleasantness may arise. Even sometime, just inquire, is there a joy in the mind? Would be enough to arouse this joy, at least in subtle level. Or sometime, small smile on the face may help you to arouse this joy. Or be sure that your body is straight. It also helps. Or even make determination. May my mind be joyful. May there is a mental pleasure. And also investigate this state. How it come? Why is there some joy? Or also, why there is no joy? You come investigate this. And what's the reason? What's the condition to joy to arouse? Maybe I'm wondering, maybe my mind wandering here and there. Then you may just notice it. Try to let go and come back to the breath, come back to the body. Relax your attitude towards this. Or maybe sometime over effort, like people sometimes try to effortfully and struggle to concentrate on something. And it also doesn't lead to joy. It leads only to headache. So try to release over effort. Try to be mindful. Try to not lose your attention, your awareness. But don't try to overburden yourself with that. And we may pay attention on the tranquility as a bodily tranquility, bodily relaxation, ease in the body. There's no any tension there. Only bodily posture becomes straight. Only this awareness of the straightness, but the rest of the body relaxed and calm. The joy and mindfulness can lead to this. Or we may focus on it and pay attention on this, and it would happen naturally. And also may come relaxation or ease in the mind. It usually comes with the body. Because whenever we worry about something, mind worry, mind not at ease, body also become tense. And other way around, if we release our body, or mental dimension is at ease, at relaxed, these two, body and mind, they come together. They condition each other. So we may be aware of relaxation in the body and relaxation in the mental domain. No any worries. Try to release all agitation, all thoughts. And we may see quality of the mind as stability, concentration. Because mind, when we are aware of relaxation of the body, with some subtle joys there, and general mindful, whatever is happening in the mind, and do it continuously, it leads to stability of the mind. Mind becomes settled. Mind becomes composed and not undistracted. Just reflecting on the quality of the mind also may be enough to arouse this quality, to increase this quality. Or if wandering or thoughts agitate us, we may pay attention more on the breath, on the present moment itself, on the body, just to establish our mindfulness, establish stability in the mind. And we may try to look at that mind, stable mind, concentrated mind, with joy, with tranquility. We may try to look with equanimity, with equipoise, not react on this. Yes, it's wonderful state, but we try to be relaxed with this. This is just state. This is just conditioned phenomena. Nothing to do with me, with my. Just we try to let go of any clinging or attachment to this state, or to anything else. Whenever you see any tension or clinging to something, try to release it. Idea of I, my, try to release it. Let go of this. And watch how mind may become equipoise in equanimity. And we may observe our mind and reflect a little bit. How in general, what's present in the mind? What's the quality of the mind? Mind become more subtle, more at ease, relaxed, maybe concentrated, joyful. What a wonderful state. We may rejoice in it. We may reflect that this wonderful state, whatever degree of stability we achieved, it's just from 20 minutes of sitting, of meditation. So maybe it would be good for me to develop it more often. And the more often and regular I do it, the more stable and joyful mind I can develop. What a wonderful opportunity to practice this Dhamma. Also, we may wish all beings, all human beings, be able to develop mind, to be free from suffering. May all beings be happy. May all beings be at ease.